Hi students, I hope all are fine. So in today's video what we are going to discuss it's about the questions and answers of the second unit. So I'm doing this in view of the forthcoming examination. So in today's video, as I said earlier, we will see the questions and answers of the chapters we have taken. Okay, the first poem that we are going to over the first chapter is Portrait of a Prince. It's a poem and we have already seen this. It is about the tiger and so on. So we shall just see the questions and answers. Answer these questions with reference to the context. So what we need to do is we need to answer the questions in reference to the context. Okay, the question is this, or the line is this: what tales those teeth could tell. What tales those teeth could tell. Okay, the first question in response to this is, whose teeth is being talked about? Whose teeth is being talked about? So as you know, it is of the tiger. The tiger's teeth are being talked about. Okay, the tiger's teeth are being talked about. Then the second question, what does the poet compare the teeth to? Okay, what does the poet compare the teeth to? The teeth of the tiger, to what does the poet compare it? The poet compares the teeth to daggers. To daggers means knife. Okay, daggers means knife. The poet compares it to daggers. Then third question, why would the teeth be able to tell tales? Why would the teeth be able to tell tales? Okay, the teeth would probably be able to tell the tales of the prey of the tiger, okay, or the animals which the tiger had killed in order to make them as his food. Okay, so that's meaning of prey. So the tales means the teeth would probably be able to tell the tales of the prey of the tiger, the stories which the stories of a conquest with the tiger had. Okay, that is the answer. Then B, answer these questions. Okay, the first one, which three senses of the tiger does the poet highlight? So in the poem the poet highlights three senses of the tiger. So which are those three senses? The poet highlights the tiger's hearing, vision, and also sense of smell. That is the hearing capacity, the sense of hearing, the sense of vision or sense of sight, and also the sense of smell. These are the three senses the poet talks about. Then second question, which line suggests that the tiger is an apex predator? Okay, in the class we have seen apex predator means the animal which comes on top of the food chain. So we the which is that line which suggests that the tiger is an apex predator? The line that suggests that the tiger is an apex predator is, take care who is in control, or behold the tiger's sovereign style. So take care who is in control, that is one line, and beware the tiger's sovereign style is the other lines which suggest that the tiger is an apex predator. Then what is the third question? The third question is this, what does the tiger have control of? What does the tiger have control of? The tiger is in the know of everything that happens in his environment. The tiger knows all that is happening in its in the surroundings in which the tiger is. Okay, and the fourth question, what do you think the poet means by saying despite the human race? Okay, despite the human race, what does the poet think when he says this? Okay, the poet, by saying despite the human race, means that the tiger is not at all affected by the human race. Okay, the tiger is not at all affected by the human race. It is not bothered about the human beings. The tiger is not at all bothered about the human beings. That's what the poet says when he uses the term despite the human race. Okay, then we have some questions to be discussed and written. First one, do you think the title of the poem is suitable? Do you think the title of the poem is suitable? And why? If you say it is suitable, why? Then, the tiger embodies all that is beautiful and powerful in the animal kingdom. Okay, the tiger embodies all that is beautiful and powerful in the animal kingdom. It is a royal, a regal creature and seems to rule over the jungle like a wise and just sovereign, and so the title is apt. Okay, the poet is saying that the title is apt because the tiger is a beautiful creature, it's a powerful creature in the animal kingdom, and it rules over the jungle like a wise and just sovereign, and so the title is apt. Okay, here you need to add the answers. Okay, if someone asked you why we should say the tiger, what will your answer be? Why should we say the tiger? So you can think about think about this question and write your own answers. Okay, why should you say the tiger? Why should you say that the tiger should be saved? Okay, and we're going to the second chapter, that is back from the brink. So it speaks about some of the tribe, okay, tribes which were engaged in hunting and so. Okay, so we may know here also the first question is answer these questions with a reference to the context, with a reference to the context. Okay, these are the steps, but positive ones, towards a more suitable future. Okay, so that is a line, so we need to find out in which context this is set. Okay, these are the first steps but positive ones towards a more sustainable future. Then, who took these steps, these first steps? Okay, who are those people who took these first steps? Okay, tribals who were traditional hunters and ex-poachers took these first steps. Okay, who are those people? The tribals and also tribals who are traditional hunters and ex-poachers took these first steps. Then, what two important steps were taken? Which are those two important steps? Okay, the tribals of Rachi village decided on a self-imposed ban on hunting. As you know, they were all hunting and the number of the animals came down. So they imposed a self-ban that they would not go for hunting. And also ex-poachers turned into forest guides and put their knowledge of the forest to use. Okay, when the tourism came, these people who were hunting, they became like forest guides, so that they knew the forest well and they became guides and they used their knowledge for good, okay, so those are the two steps which were taken. Then third question, in what ways were the steps positive? In what ways were the steps positive? They were positive as they marked the start of the journey towards a sustainable future. They were positive since they marked the journey towards a sustainable future. Then they were also positive because the tribals and ex-poachers proved that preserving nature was not a spectator sport. Okay, why are these steps positive? Because they were positive as they marked the start of the journey towards a sustainable future, and also they were also positive because the tribals and ex-poachers proved that preserving nature was not a spectator sport. A spectator sport means I have already explained, like if you are watching a football game, those people who are watching are known as a spectator, are known as a spectators. So being this is not a spectator sport, means you cannot simply stand outside and say okay, you have to save the we have to save the forest and so on, but you have to work. That's what the tribals are exhorting us to do. Okay, so I think that would be enough. So then we have some more questions which we will deal with maybe in the next class. Okay, so the notes will be given to you, so you can just go through it, and the class for the revision on these notes will be done in the next class. Okay, so I hope what we have taken today is clear to you. Thank you and bye.